What about learning two or more similar languages? I really did not expect to ever be able to speak on this topic because I didn't plan to go this route. I really thought I'm just going to pick one Romance language, one Germanic language, and then branch a bit farther out after that. But life had other plans. So I'd say the main thing about learning similar languages is that you're going to have a lot of mutual intelligibility. So you're going to be able to pull from a lot of the things that you know from the previous language to help kind of jumpstart you with the newer language, which can be, a huge bonus, but you also have to make sure that you're actually using that language by itself in order to maintain them two separately. If you are just kind of drawing from that language to feed into the other and you're not using it, then you are losing it. So for example, Italian and French are actually closer than Italian and Spanish. So without knowing any Italian, I was able to understand more after I learned French than I was before when I only knew Spanish. But then putting French and Spanish together, I was able to understand and speak a lot of Italian when I first started. French hasn't been a problem because it's kind of just a part of my life that I can use kind of whenever. Spanish, on the other hand, is the language that I totally abandoned. So while I was out here, learning Italian, I didn't have a problem speaking French, but I realized that my Spanish basically went from, as you can see in my Polyglot timeline, having an American accent to having a French accent to having an Italian accent while speaking Spanish as best I could, but still mixing in a lot of words from the other languages too. Also, between French and Creole, for example, if I'm focusing on Creole for a while and I'm not speaking French, then when I try to speak French, there's definitely more of a Creole influence. So there's also something I have to pay attention to is if I'm using one of these languages, I kind of need to be using both of them in completely separate contexts in order to make sure that they don't end up merging together.